Hi, my name's Erica, and this is gonna be my final project for COM325 Sustainability. So basically, my topic or my statement is that I think the sustainability problem I would like to address is waste and recycling. More specifically, the use of single-use plastics. And the media channels I'm using is video, and I created a storyboard for that. And then I also wanted to make another media channel is Facebook, but more specifically a Facebook group of people interacting and talking about the video and new ideas to basically use less single-use plastic. And I also use Twitter as one of my media channels. So then I'm going to show how all three of them interact together and how like all the examples of how I would make the video and how the Facebook group will interact and like the Twitter interaction and engagement that it has. Okay, so this is my storyboard. So these are my ideas for the video. Sorry. So then my first storyboard consists of the landfill, like another video of a landfill, probably another one from the internet, probably talking about global warming and stuff. But there's usually stereotypically like a bird on top of like a pile of landfill, and you always see like plastic bags, so I put plastic bags here, and then like other trash, miscellaneous items, and like the 6 can holders. A lot of people, well, I know me and my friends now, we like when we go to like barbecue parties at like Almoana Beach Park, we basically like cut those up now, but like we still see them intact a lot. And I feel like I saw something where like turtles thinks that's food and it obviously isn't. And then basically this video or like this introduction scene, it basically kind of guilts the audience because like who doesn't contribute to the landfill waste? Like even if you're trying not to, you will. And it's so like the audience can relate to the problem more. And yeah, so it's basically like kind of like a guilt thing, and that's going to be my introduction. And it would basically be from another video source. And then the second scene is gonna show like various popular food establishments, and what I drew here was like the plate lunches in those the stereotypical styrofoam containers, and the chef like cooking. And then this is like the order number, like order number 23, and this is the cashier. And like who doesn't go to like Zippy's or like L&L, and they usually serve things, especially if you just go to like the takeout portion of like Zippy's, they all serve things in single-use plastics, and we always periodically do that just so like a quick grab and go eat type of place. And even though like we know we could have dined in, or like we don't need that single-use plastic, like we're gonna eat the meal in 10 minutes and then like boom, the single-use plastic is done. So that's basically my third scene. So then, in the cashier scene, this one, I'm going to like introduce a family of them being at like Zippy's, and they're at the takeout section, and they're gonna be him and his family is gonna be eating there. So then we follow that. The camera will follow the family to the takeout portion where you can sit down at Zippy's, and they will just be dining, and they start eating out of the plastic containers, and it's going to be a time lapse. The time lapse is basically like a really like fast forwarded video, and then we show them getting their meal in the single-use plastic containers, and then we see them ending their meal and they throw away their meal in the trash can. And that's within like a 10 to 30 minute time span because it doesn't take that long to eat. And then of course they can be chatting and stuff, like that doesn't matter. It's just a time lapse, so there's not really, there's not going to be like audio in it, like probably music's going to be in the background. And then my fourth scene is interviewing that same family who we just saw throwing away the single-use plastic and just throwing it away. And I would ask them like if they would be willing to have a program of like a reusable takeout container. Like in my assignment, I put how like either we can bring our own like take-home lunch boxes, like the one you use for lunch and when you take it from your home to work, or if there could be like a government funded type of thing, like the government could have like a standard takeout box type of thing and everyone can use that. I'll show more examples later for that one. And I would interview them and say those types of things, like if they would be willing to participate in that, if anything like that ever came up, and then like ask them like if they know what single-use plastic, like how excessively we use it. And then my fifth scene is the person who is interviewing, which will probably be me. I would talk to the actual audience, the video audience, about the excessive use of single-use plastics and ideas we could do to reduce our waste, which is the two things I mentioned, either the government funded like reusable containers or the standard containers, and then I also mentioned how there could be like an incentive in the first like 1 or 2 years of doing this, like you could get like a discount off of your meal if you bring in your own plate, basically. And then my sixth scene is basically interviewing the food establishment, like Zippies, and ask how they feel about the use of single-use plastics and if they would be willing to take part in the incentive of the, like either the government one or like the incentive program, basically. Okay, and then I also made a Facebook group. I didn't really know what to name it, so I named it Takeout Warriors, and I like posted pictures of like reusable things that we could use, such as like boba. Like I put wanted my boba fix today and brought all reusable things. So this is like a reusable glass mason jar, and then this is a reusable lid, and then also a metal straw, which you can also reuse. And then this is a reusable takeout container, and the plastic is reusable, so it's like your stereotypical like lunch plate format. And so then I put ordered Mexican food today because that's Mexican food, and use my reusable takeout container. So this can like spark a conversation in the group and be like, oh, where did you get those takeout containers? And then the original poster can like post the site where they used it, because like it looks cute and it looks like your stereotypical plate lunch. So the food establishment like knows where to put, there's things like rice, mac salad, and all that. And then I put more pictures of the reusable plastics, or the reusable containers. Like they have the plate lunch one, they even have a soup one. I think that's the soup. And this is me talking in the group chat about it. And then this is my like status, or me asking the group, oh my god, did you guys see like the video that so and so posted? Like basically the one I made. And then this is an example of a Twitter engagement, so people replying, and then the Twitter thing says, Kylie Jenner uses a metal straw. How does global warming still exist? And which is true because she's so influential, and in a way, we're kind of just kidding how much influence she has, but it's actually we're not kidding at the same time. Basically, if she uses metal straws, why doesn't everyone else use metal straws since she's so influential? And these are some interaction type of things. But yeah, this was my assignment 5 final project. I had a great time doing this, and I loved seeing how there's actually concepts for the takeout boxes that we can use. So yeah, thank you.